Alright everybody, Emerson isn't here. He seems to disappear on these nasty jobs, but I'm gonna sit y'all down and you'll see what I'm doing. When we took the cab roof off of that tractor, there's about some spots there's 3 inches of dirt and dust, so we're gonna blow that off and then we're gonna back it back in here, and I think we've got to do an oil change, put the roof back on, and work on that deer antler and that tar when we're done. You all get the drift. You saw enough of the dust. Let me show you what it looks like up here. Here's the rear wiper motor. And so, dust is 3 or 4 inches thick right there. Here's our new lights we put in. You can see the connections and the mounts.
On our farm, one of the main things that we do is tires. We have all kinds of flat tires. I don't know why us, but it's always us. You remember back in the spring, we just bought this tractor. It's a brand new, or not brand new, it's new to us tractor. It's got really good tires on it, and then I stick a deer antler in the tire. Well, your deer antler is still in the tire. So I guess it's time we finally fix it before we get into harvest. But we're gonna ditch our backhoe with breaking the bead, and we bought a cheap bead breaker, and we're gonna see how it works. Busted the bead on the tire when we didn't even have to bust the bead, and now we can't get it to go back on.
Well, we didn't know. We know now it is tubeless like it says, but all of our tires have tubes in them.
So the reason why the starter fluid did not work is because the tire is not all the way off the bead, so that means we were having to push the tire in to get starter fluid in there, and we didn't have a dummy to use to push the tire in while we lit the tire. You know, nobody really volunteered to do that job. So now we have put grease all the way around the rim, trying to hold a seal around the tire to keep air in there so the tire will bubble out. Well, that ain't working either, as you can see. I just don't, things should not be this hard. I don't understand it. It shouldn't be this difficult.
That was a lot easier than pushing it off the trailer.
Well, unfortunately, we got rained out from our mowing job. It gets a little boring after about an hour. It's the same thing over and over and over. And we got so much of it to do, we could spend countless hours in that tractor just hitting everything. But we're almost done with the driveways, and I think that's all we're gonna do because it's not our tractor and we're just borrowing it. Does anybody want to take a guess on how much this oil filter right here cost for this tractor? I'll give you a hint. Comment down below. It's more than $50 but less than $100. See if you can guess it, because it's not cheap. Well, this tractor has oil in it. We haven't ran it yet, so we'll have to see if we have to add any more oil in it. But it's about 8:20, so I'll see you guys in the morning. And we're back. And look what is sitting right there behind me. It's a truck and a livestock trailer. Our profit for all this year is gone. So this is Popcorn. He is a pony, is what he is. So a little bit of an update. If you remember, we had a horse named Max. Max, unfortunately, did not make it with our farm. He was sent off to Murray State University, and they used him as a horse to help their students learn, and they practiced on Max, but they also gave him the proper care and took care of him for free, so it was a lease program. Well, the lease ended, and unfortunately, Max was not healed by the time that his lease ended, and in order to get him fixed, it was going to cost a pretty penny. And actually, a professor at the college offered to take Max, and she had dealt with the horse with the same disease before, so she knew what she was doing and she knew what to do. But the only problem is she needed the funds to be able to fix Max, which means we gave Max away for free. We made nothing. Thousands and thousands of dollars down the drain. Welcome to horses. So Max will no longer be here again. And Alex has a trainer when she does her barrel races and pose and all that mess. So she rides one of the trainer's horses at the tournaments and so forth. So the only reason the pony is here is for Alex to have something to ride when she wants to ride. Something that can stay on the farm. Is a little bit cheaper than having a horse, but we still lose a lot of money either way you go when you buy something like this. So here it is. His name's Popcorn. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. As you can see, look at all this moisture hitting the ground. I mean, it's nice to have, I will tell you that, besides the part that it makes it a mud pit on the farm everywhere else. But it does help the corn and the soybeans, so we'll be grateful. But for today's devotional, we are going to talk about time management. So that is something hard for us as farmers to do, time management for the Lord, because we stay so busy on the farm. We could work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, especially on our farm, and never run out of things to do. They just keep on coming. But that's not the point. Is even though we are busy, we have to remember that God has given us everything, and we need to make time for Him. Whether it's going to church on Wednesday night, going to church on Sunday night, which you should probably do both. Actually, you should do both. But you need to make sure you make time for Him. Now, it's different if you get sick or something and can't make it to church. But if you're healthy, then there's really no reason that you should not be able to make it to your local church. In the Bible, in Ephesians 5, verses 15 through 17, it says, "Therefore be careful how you walk, not as unwise men, but as wise, making the most of your time, because the days are evil. So do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is." So that is saying, don't be an idiot. So what that is saying is, it's saying to be wise and make the most of your time, because we have limited days on this earth. So therefore, you need to be efficient with your time. Make sure you're productive, as farmers would say. Get something done. And make sure you get something done for the Lord. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button for this video, guys. Like I said, they take a while to edit and produce, even with them being this short. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm sure you'll see more of that popcorn thing we bought. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, faith, family, farming. See you in the next one.